Hi there. Hi. It is me, your friendly neighborhood alien, stranded here on the third rock from the sun. It is almost a quarter to 8 at night, and I'm streaming on a Friday. My partner's going to a wedding this weekend and had to catch a ride with their mom. And they're going to be down there for a couple days. It's my partner's stepsister who's getting married. And um my partner's mom and dad are, part of the wedding party. So, well, stepdad, but they're part of the wedding party. So they're showing up today for a wedding tomorrow. But our car wouldn't make it, so my partner went by themselves, or got a ride with their mom, and I'm here watching the dogs. So I figured I would stream sometime today, and probably about 10, maybe 15 minutes ago, they stopped doing the road work on the house, and the whole house stopped shaking for the day. They were getting the gravel down. They were putting the gravel down before they put the asphalt down on the street, and the house was shaking for a good portion of the day to do some, you know, using the roller to compress the ground some, like press it into the ground or something. I don't know exact terminology for it, but yeah, it was loud and obnoxious. So yeah, that's been my day. Just getting out my shoes as they are now, and today I'm gonna try to finish the shoes. This is my little tape template. I'm just keeping it so I know how it fits onto the foot, onto the shoe, or onto the sole. I use binder clips to keep each one separate. So, if I remember correctly, the plan is I am going to do a quick blanket stitch around, get the bottom on, and then I am going to use a back stitch to attach the halves of the shoe together. But I figure a blanket stitch will be good for this part. And if I have to, I'll do it again. But I want to get the shoes done tonight, preferably. And then yesterday, I had a cleaning job. So I was, cleaning all day. But while I was cleaning, I was thinking a dangerous thing. Thinking is a very dangerous thing for me. And I realized this week, trying to get this doll done and basically having every stream be dedicated to the doll, I was getting more satisfaction than having to switch over to a game about halfway through the stream or something. And yeah, there were some frustrations along the way. But honestly, I think I was getting a little more emotional satisfaction out of it. I found myself, I did enjoy it more. So I'm probably going to be transitioning the channel just to focus on the crafting. The making things with my hands. So plus I've got like plus, you know, I've been coming up with like ideas of dolls I want to make. And it's just like it's like I want to do some of these on stream. So I'm probably going to be doing those too, not just the random dolls on stream. Still going to do random dolls like Equinox here. Still going to do those, but I figure I figure I can spend like a day at a time. You know, like one stream I can do like a doll based off of a character from an existing, you know, property or something. Something I'm a fan of. I've already got a list. I have a list. And then, you know, like a day doing random dolls. And then because on my days off streaming, I've got other stuff I've still got to get done. And like some household chores and stuff. I really haven't been getting to my you know, and then helping out get my partner ready for work and stuff. I haven't really been working on my personal dolls. So I've decided to do that on stream too. So I'm thinking like Monday. On Mondays, I make a doll. I make the dolls. Oh, sorry. Hmm. Ah, everything's getting caught right now. Sorry. The table I have my mixer on has a wobbly leg, and I was trying to get my chair up, and then I caught my cord, and then I bumped everything, and But no, it's like okay, you know, Mondays I do a doll based off of a character I like. I do random dolls on Thursdays. And on Sundays, like working the personal dolls because just haven't had the time yet to do the finishing on Grunwald yet. So I think that's what my plan's going to be from now on. I'll be playing some Paralives this weekend, but plus I also want to gonna be honest, the only time I'm really playing games is on stream. It's been like, my partner goes to work and I kind of want to hop into Skyrim and play as my farmer cat, or play some Paralives, or play a game off stream. I don't want to have to set everything up and get it on stream. I just kind of want to play for myself. Turn my brain off and do some, little tasks. So that's what I'm thinking right now. I haven't made the final decision just yet, but I think that'll be fun. Be a crafting VTuber. It kind of interests me, no? I'm still gonna do the ball jointed dowel, so I do like that. So I'm just doing a quick blanket stitch. Well, not a quick one. I can't whip out a stitch. Like how you see, like, characters just going, getting done. I'm just doing a quick blanket stitch. Well, a blanket stitch here to attach that. Am I doing this on the right side? You know what? I think what I should have done is done the attach the two pieces, then try that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna carefully remove the seams or the stitches. Sorry, it's all the work going on. Plus, like peak allergy season for me. And I mean, with the gravel, they knocked up a lot of dust and kind of phlegmy today. There we go. Oh, come on. Really? Screw it. I still got the pattern. Yeah. Come on. I don't want to tear this up, and I don't. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I'd rather not have to take the fabric back out. I did some cleanup while the noise was going on. Especially if I'm going to transition just into doing stuff on stream. Come on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. Will probably work better. Okay. Let's try this again. And then I got to determine what kind of doll I'm making next. I mean, I already know which character I want to make next for Halloween. And I'm considering if I'm doing it like working on one of these once a week. It'll probably take me until, a good couple months to get it done. But if I do, start doing this now, I can make an Elvira doll. And I really want to make Elvira because she's awesome. Elvira, that magnificent bastard. I read her book. But no, yeah, I like Elvira. She's cool. And she will never not be cool. So I'm probably going to do an Elvira doll first. Finish Grunwald. Start working on the next doll, which I already have printed of my, my OC dolls. But I still gotta print up the bits for Elvira, but I've been downloading templates I can hopefully match together and use. Once it'll be very fitting. And bits my next doll, my next character doll. Or my next OC doll. I got a whole list of OCs I gotta make. I got a whole list of characters, whole list of OCs. Probably by the time I get done with my list, I'll be 80. Or at least have more ideas. Because these lists are ever growing. And my partner left first thing this morning. Left before the bulk of the road work started. They left when they left. They were lucky. I'm just saying. They gotta miss the house shaking. They missed the house shaking. For some reason, 2026 seems to be a year of weddings. My partner's stepsister's getting married. Then one of her brothers is getting married. Coming right up here. It's gonna be a madhouse. Okay. Hopefully this works. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Come on. Feel safer with one more. Okay. I think that looks fine. I just hope my partner's having fun. And it's getting plenty of sleep and stuff and that. And not just like sitting around eating a eating 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 the candy bar that they brought with them, and crocheting. I hope they're like got like a good video on or something while doing that. I want my partner to have fun and not really just scrolling on, not scrolling on YouTube. Though I do wish moving on camera. I do miss moving on camera. Oh, gonna get these shoes done tonight. Hmm? Hmm. Phone notifications. No, I could probably get away with a slip stitch on this, but I want to at least be able to pretend I know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So much stuff I gotta figure out and do. Got more to do tomorrow. I was thinking, oh, it's quiet today. Or, it's sunny out and stuff today. You know what? I'll go mow. I'll go mow. I need to mow. I really need to mow. And then I go outside to get something from the car for my partner. And, the dust that's been kicked up by the road work, or the dust that, they were literally just pouring onto the ground a couple meters away from me. It's like, yeah, no, not with all that dust and all the heavy vehicles. I'm going to let them finish before I go out with a lawnmower. Or at least wait till tomorrow. You're almost done there, Equinox. I got them on the doll stand right now. I'll probably be printing up a new doll stand for each of the dolls when I finish them. Then I gotta find a spot to put them. I mean, I can clean up this shelf. That would probably work pretty well. I just want to put them up someplace where they can look pretty. I don't really want to talk politics on stream, but kind of feel like I should today. So I live in Michigan. I live in Michigan. I've been getting a lot of ads for the primaries. For the for Matt Donater, who's challenging our district representative Bergman. Don't like the guy. Getting a lot of ads for Perry Johnson, who is primarying against I don't know. I think John James and the Republican for governor. And a lot for Haley Stevens, who's primarying for senator. Her ads, Donater's ads have been at least, okay, these are my policies. I don't like the guy, but at least it's policy based for I'm not voting in the Republican primary, mind you. Harry Johnson, who looks like the Crypt Keeper if he was wearing a Donald Trump costume from Spirit Halloween. At least a lot of his ads are also seem to be more policy related, even though I don't agree with any of his policies. And I'm also, once again, not primarying in the Republicans. I'm focusing on the Democrats. Haley Stevens is really bugging me. So, a lot of the early ads for her were attacking her opponent in the primary for being anti-women or anti-woman. And the arguments she's using to support that claim are he called Michelle Obama's work with children unimaginative, unimaginative and uninspired and ineffective. Yeah, uninspired and ineffective. And he called Governor Gretchen Whitmer bought and paid for when he was running for governor during the last gubernatorial election 6 years ago. Very much standard. This is my opponent kind of political fare. That kind of stuff. Nothing bad. Or using a comment about him saying that like he didn't want to work with anybody over the age of 45 and saying that's anti-woman somehow. And now all the ads that she's using against him are he can't win. He can't win. He can't win. He's going to be bad because he can't win. That's duh. That way. Right? I think I have the wrong bottoms. Because the inside should be on the big toe. Let me swap out the bottom piece here. Because I do want the silver all the way around on this part of the shoe. Yeah, that. Oh no, that's right. That's right. Nope, that was right. This way. I know what I'm doing. I can pretend I know what I'm doing. Okay. Blanket stitch around. And then when I turn it inside out, it'll be perfect. But her ads have been, he can't win, kind of thing. And then this week, she's doing, she releases an ad against her opponent, Abdul El Sayed. And the ad, AI generated. AI generated ad. That's not going to work. I'm just like, no. No, 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 no. That's not one. You're not getting my vote now. Meanwhile, Abdul El Sayed is, you got Bernie Sanders and AOC on his side. So you know what? I think I'm going to vote for him. At least in the primary. I'll vote for him in the primary. In the general, probably whoever wins the Democratic primary. But I'm at least going to put my vote to a guy that, probably has policies I agree with if they're campaigning with Bernie and AOC. But I haven't seen any of his ads. I don't know if he's doing any AI ads or not. I hope not. Okay. Once I get this done, I am going to try this on one of the feet. I know they're going to be a little small for my feet. At least, maybe 16 times too small. At least. If this fits, then I'll do the other one. There we go. No, don't. No, no. 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 Bad thread. Bad. Bad. Bad thread. No dessert for you. Need to get some beeswax. Fortunately, we don't have a craft store in town. In fact, the nearest craft stores probably close to like 12, 13 miles away, I would imagine. I know the next town's about 10. It's like it's 6 or 7 miles. Is where the craft store used to be, but isn't anymore. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I didn't go shopping today because my partner left first thing in the morning. And they'll be downstate all night. And probably until Sunday morning or Sunday at the earliest. A little tired. Woke up around 4 this morning. Just from a dream. Turned on my phone to look at the time. And then I start hearing a buzzing. That nice familiar buzz of an insect. Of like a mosquito or something in the bedroom. I can't see it. I turn on the lights and I can't see it, but I can hear it. And every time I start dozing off, it quiets down. I start dozing off. Like, just start to doze off. I was up, I was awake until like 6, 5. And then I woke up at 6 and it's like, oh, now my partner's looking for something. So I get up and help my partner find the phone charger they pack up for trips and the like. Hope this fits. It should. It should. It should. But yeah, I am kind of tired right now. But hopefully they're not going to be doing work and the weather will be cooperative and I can get out and mow. I want to get out and mow tomorrow. I'd like to get out and mow. And if I mow, I'm not going to have any energy to do this. Especially since I also have to catch up on dishes. I just did not want to try to do dishes when everything's vibrating. When the entire house is shaking and the crap's falling. I know it's going to be like this on Monday. Part of me is thinking about canceling streams next week. Until they have the road, completed. They finished repaving. Almost. Two more. I'll be halfway done getting this piece on. And I can get the other half sewn on. Oh. I mean, I am glad my partner is gone, at least during today's road construction. They would not have gotten any sleep. All because I'm dating a night shifter. Okay. Get this last stitch on. There we go. There we go. Now just around the side. Some of the characters for my if I do the which I'm really considering, if I just focus on making the dolls and other stuff. Ranger keys and puppets. And Halloween stuff. When October hits. If I focus on that, I've already been trying to figure out characters. And I was thinking, when I was thinking about this yesterday, it's like, okay, I can make like a Dr. Frankenfurter doll. That might be kind of fun. That might be really kind of fun. And then today, when I'm writing my list of, all the characters that I've been thinking about making dolls of, Elvira popped into my head. And it's like, ooh, making an Elvira doll. I can pull out my Elvira costume. And I can look at it. And see how it's put together. For when I'm making the pattern. And I'll have a real challenge with that hair. That'll be fun. And now there's the thought of doing that. It's kind of, good idea. But I have, I got Elvira. I want to do each and every one of the lightsabers. From, I don't know. I'm thinking that TV series, I like their designs a little bit better. In their, civilian/work garb. Not in their, not in the, not in the hard suits or anything. But that might be fun. Um, of course, Lin Min May from Macross/Robotech. Oh man, I gotta put one more doll on there now. I just forgot. Thinking about that yesterday. Yellow from Mospita. That one would have two outfits. Like an elegant gown. Something that you'd see them perform in. And like their normal traveling clothes. But in May, then I want to do all five of the original Power Rangers. Jason, Zach, Billy, Trini, Kimberly in civilian outfits. That might be kind of fun. The Taizuk Sentai Go Kaiser. I want to do them in their civilians because they got some really excellent style. And of course, various characters from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hopefully tonight I can at least just finish assembling Equinox here. Meanwhile, I got 1, 2, 3. I got 6 OCs of mine and my partners. More of mine because I got a couple of mine. And they're romantic partners that my partner played. But that'll be fun. Just want to get footwear done. Okay, I'm going to go quiet for a little bit. Just focus on these last few stitches here. Still here, though. You can see my hands moving. Kind of wish I could just... Oh, I should set up the table. I should set the table right there and my folding table right there and put it in a DVD or a movie or something. Oh well. Almost. Okay, then. Almost. Ah. Almost. Almost. Okay, once this is in, okay, just do a quick knot. And do a quick trim. Okay. So this would be the left foot. Let me put you over here for now. Okay. Nope. And it fits. It fits. Yeah, I'm just going to grab a quick screenshot. Okay. Get you standing back up again. Okay, I'm turning it inside out. If I can. Then when I'm done with the next one, I make the soles. There we go. Okay. And then I can make the soles. Okay, now that's for the right foot. Okay. So, what I did was I sewed the inside and the outside together, then I went around the sole. Once I get this done, at the very least, I will be designing or at least rolling up the next doll, the next random doll. When I started doing when I came up with the idea for the random dolls, I thought, oh, I can easily knock one out a month, maybe have a week afterwards. Here it is, the last day of the month, and I'm finishing it up. I did a rough calculation on how much time I've spent on this doll so far. And this doll is a full work week at 40 hours a week. And that's without the breaks I took to let the dogs out. Or starting and ending the stream and stuff. Okay, I heard a dog whining, but I guess not. Okay. So I did the back and then I did the front. Lining up at the top. Bad yarn. Bad thread. Don't get tied up right now. Please don't. There we go. No. Bad thread. I swear this thread is not getting dessert tonight. Ah, oh, oh, ah. Okay. Okay. Plus, I just had. Whoops. Um. One thing I would like to do with my dolls, at least with doll making, is maybe next year, not this year, is maybe enter it into the county fair. I mean, I would like to do that. I would like to get a little better at it first. Enter my dolls at the county fair might be kind of fun. I would love to, learn how to take commissions at some point. Because I can see myself doing this for, commission. I mean, I'm having fun doing this. It may not completely sound like it, but it's very relaxing and fun, and honestly, it's not stressful. And honestly, why do things have to be stressful? You guys got enough stresses in your day. I mean, I don't know what they are. Works. Education. Paying attention to the news. Watching the world burn before your very eyes. All sorts of things can stress you out. Why not have some good relaxation here by by watching a green guy, a green dude, a green person make a doll. Watch this silly green person take scrap fabric and turn it into this. Sorry, I just looked at my doll for a second. And I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of proud. I'm kind of proud of my third doll. Second complete one, but the third doll I made is turning out this well. I mean, I know I can do better. I know that for a fact. But I think I'm getting the hang of this doll thing. I think I'm getting the hang of this doll making thing. I gotta check something here a second. Let me just get this stitch done. Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick break and check something. I will be back in a minute. See you on the flip side. I am muted. I didn't even realize. I am sorry. Acrylic markers, I love them. $5, $3 at Five Below. Amazing things. I don't know how long I was muted. Hell, when I go to trim the VOD in YouTube, for YouTube, trim out the break and stuff. I guess I'll be putting music down again. Okay, let me get this cut. Yeah, hopefully this cuts nicely still. I don't want to have to get out the box where I keep all my blades and stuff. Hopefully I can see that well enough. Fortunately, none of these are going to be exactly the same shape or size. But I'll burn that bridge when I come to it. Let me just grab an ink pen. Visible enough on the craft foam, at least. And it'll be visible enough for me to see the tops. Because what I'm going to do is this. Glue those top pieces together. But this is why you keep big chunks. You never know when it's going to be useful in a costume or in another project. Okay. I hope this seals well enough. It doesn't matter, actually. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Be careful with glue, kids. Hot, hot. Careful with hot glue. You'll never know when you're gonna have charred finger. I think it's pretty good. Not really. I mean, I think it, but then I noticed something. Okay. We'll take cool off a little bit. So the fair is gonna be the last week of the month. I wish I was still young and go to the fair when I'm young and go on the, that way I can take, handle some of the rides I used to be able to handle. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm old. I get dizzy. I get too dizzy too easily now. What do I have? What do I have? I don't have any. Do I have anything I have easy access to? Oh, get my shoes off. Hey, that'll work. Okay. Maybe I can use this. Just kind of. Roll that around on the glue. Safer than using my fingers right immediately. Can let that cool off a little bit. And I can put the footwear on. I think this is where I'm going to be struggling for a bit. Is making BJD footwear. But I'm sure one day I'll get the hang of it. So even outside of drawing, I still suck at feet. You can call me the Rob Liefeld of the ball jointed dolls. I suck at feet. I have to get the fog machine out now and just do that. Do a picture and just have the fog going and feet being hidden in fog. Okay. Let these cool off for a minute. Unplug the glue gun. Okay. Let that stuff cool off for a minute. So I'm going to take a couple of moments here. Okay, put this over here. My project crate. I keep my projects in crates. Oh, I keep a project in a milk crate purchased from Home Despot. Sorry, I know you can't really hear me that well right now, but I'm still talking. Let me open up the browser. Maybe. Where's my browser? Where's my browser? Okay. Open up the browser. Okay. Let me open up Notepad. Okay. Okay. The dial base. Okay. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Base. Intro. Okay. This is the next random dial. Skin tone. Wheel of Fortune. Vibrant. This next house can be interesting looking. Wig. Okay, there can be a redhead. Okay. So this is the colors. So if it's vibrant, I have to spin on this. Blue. Interesting. Interesting. Blue. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. What's going to be the length on the wig here? Medium. And one more to roll up. Scale of the next doll. Okay. Small, medium, or large. Okay, same scale. Okay. Okay, and there you go. Fantasy name generator time. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Mm, oh, let's go with angel names. That might be kind of cool. Oh yeah, look at those names. Okay. We're gonna go with neutral. Ooh, I like this one. Ophanim. I like that. Name Ophanim. Okay. So, my next doll that I'm going to be doing on Thursdays is going to be a blue anthro character with roughly shoulder length red hair at the same scale as my other dolls so far with the name of Ophanim. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Okay. You know what? Let me that did not work. I was hoping I could just use the browser for that. Let me get the okay. Okay, there we go. Let's get this minimized now. Closed. Don't need that open anymore. Hmm. Oh, oh wow! I updated OBS today. There we go. So the base will be anthropomorphic blue with red hair, medium length, probably shoulder length red hair, about a foot and a half tallish, with Ophanim as a name. Okay. Is this the one I want? This is the one I want. I'm gonna minimize this. There we go. Okay. So that's my next doll. My next random. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Trying to hold the doll up enough to. I know with the next doll I'm probably going to start. I'm going to be using. Okay. Okay, let me. Oh, there we go. Let me get one of the toothbrushes out. If I can remember where I stuck them. There they. Is that it? Nope. There we go. It's a little more this way, maybe. Ah, you're falling. Equinox, don't fall. Okay. Okay. And we're done. Equinox is done. The next doll is designed. I'll do a little touch up here and there. And try to get some photos tomorrow. So, yeah. I think I am done for the night. That is good. About another 2.5 hours of work, but I got it done. I'm happy. And I got it done by the end of the month. Because the month doesn't end for another 1 hour and 52 minutes. Technically. Technically. But I got it done. I didn't get the coat done, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I will be back on Sunday with some Paralives. Probably the last time I'll be playing games on stream for a while. But I'll be back with some Pair Lives. And yeah, I hope you have a great Saturday. Until I see you next. I hope, like I said, I hope you have a great Saturday, I guess. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.